Oh,
Sir, welcome, sir.
yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Ma'am,
Sir,
my
we will
video and
wait.
audio clear.
Sir,
Clear,
your
right, ma'am?
videos. Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
Sir,
ma'am.
we
We'll
will
wait.
wait for 5 more minutes, sir. Let
Uh,
everyone join, sir.
sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Manjunath, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Karthik. How
How
are
are you,
you?
sir?
Fine.
Long time, sir. After a long time, I'm
Yeah,
meeting
yeah,
you.
yeah. I think we have not met long time since long time.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So 6 o'clock you're supposed to join, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, I have to go for
So, voice is breaking, sir. You told something, sir. You want to go for?
cricket tournament after this.
Okay, okay.
So I have to wind up on time.
What time? What time you want to go, sir?
No, I have to go from here another 350 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow is the match, huh? So just we want to. I'll
Okay.
finish and go.
What time you want to finish, sir? 7 o'clock, sir? Or?
Yeah, 7 o'clock I'll finish.
Oh,
I'll
okay, sir.
finish. I'll finish on time. Don't worry. I'll
Okay,
finish on
okay.
time. Okay, right. Hmm?
Okay, sir.
Okay, we'll wait for some time.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, right.
Sir, only five minutes will wait, sir. They will
Yeah, yeah,
join.
no issues. Yeah, sure, sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Rabia madam,
Start, sir.
we'll start, I think.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir. Shrishti, we will start.
Yes, ma'am. A very warm and pleasant evening to all our distinguished speakers, esteemed administrators, respected faculty members, and to every enthusiastic participant joining us from prestigious institutions across the globe. I am Dr. Srishti R.D., and alongside me is our ever-spirited co-host Deekshita. It's a privilege to serve as your facilitators for this remarkable international webinar. We look forward to guiding you through a session filled with inspiration, seamless flow, and meaningful interactions. Together, let us make today an experience that will truly remain memorable. On behalf of Vinayaka Missions Kripananda Warrior Medical College, it's an honor to welcome you all to our day 6 of our international webinar titled Master Your Minutes, Time Management for Student Success.
We are truly fortunate to have an eminent panel of academicians and leaders with us today. We express our heartfelt gratitude to our beloved Dean, Professor Dr. K. Elvendan Sir, for his unwavering encouragement and guidance, which continue to strengthen initiatives like this enriching webinar series. Although Dean Sir couldn't join us today, we sincerely thank him for his support, guidance, and constant encouragement for this webinar. It is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed Deputy Dean, Professor Dr. Deepti Shastri Ma'am, whose leadership and academic brilliance serve as an inspiration to both students and faculty. We are equally honored to have with us our esteemed moderator, Dr. VP Karthik Sir, who will be steering today's proceedings with his trademark clarity and insightful expertise. The highlight of today's program is our distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Manjunath Sir, Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Sri Siddhartha Medical College and Hospitals, Tumkur, Karnataka. He will be presenting an insightful and empowering talk on the topic, Master Your Minutes, Time Management for Student Success. I request Dr. Gauri Shankar Sir, Department of Pathology, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Dr. Dikshitan. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Gauri Shankar, Professor of Pathology, and one of the panelists of this International Student Webinar Series, the first of its kind, organized by the Student Council of Vinayaka Missions Kripananda Warrior Medical College and Hospital, Salem, Tamil Nadu. Our respected Dean Professor Dr. K. Erilvendan Sir has to attend an urgent meeting with university top officials, and hence he is unable to join with us today. Sir conveyed his best wishes for the webinar. He also conveyed his special regards to the speaker today, Dr. Manjunath Sir, and Sir told that you are a great academician and a senior experienced MEU member, sir. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
And on behalf of our Dean Sir, I also welcome the Chairperson, Dr. VP Karthik Sir, the organizing committee, and all the participants, as well as our dynamic Deputy Dean, Dr. Deepti Shastri Ma'am. Thank you.
Now, we are honored to have with us Dr. VP Karthik Sir, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Sri Ramachandra Medical College and Research Institute, Chennai. Sir, I humbly request you to take the floor and present the formal introduction of our honored speaker.
Thank you. So good evening, one and all present here. It's giving me immense pleasure to welcome each one of you for today's session, focusing on the theme that is extremely relevant to each and every learner and professional in the healthcare. That is about mastering your minutes, time management for student success. As we all know, time is the most valuable currency we hold that distinguishes excellence from a mediocre to a number of intelligent students. So how we manfully invest time, that is what matters the most. So it's my honor to introduce our most extreme speaker for the day, Dr. Manjunathan Sir, who is a professor, Department of Pharmacology at Sri Siddhartha Medical College and Hospital, Tumkur, Karnataka. Sir has 25 years of teaching experience in India as well as abroad. He is a former professor as well as aide. He has served as Vice Principal Academics at a distinguished medical education unit, Kanvera. Sir is a member of ethics as well as review committees, board of studies, as well as academic councils. Sir is a recipient of Best Teacher Award by Bengaluru in 2024. Sir is also a research person in medical education, research methodology, pharmacovigilance, soft skill, and communication skill. Sir has guided more than numerous students both in PG, MBBS as well as research, clinical research, and has over 30 research publications to its credit. Has chaired over national conferences, delivered expert lectures at various institutes across India. His expertise, energy, and clarity delivers, inspires students, and also privileged to have with us to guide us today. It's a great respect and enthusiasm. I invite Mandunath sir to deliver the talk on time management for student success. Sir, the screen and the audience are all yours.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Karthik sir. Okay. First of all, I should congratulate the Student Council for taking such an initiative. And only thing is, I am the 11th man in a team. That is the last day I'm taking the session on Master Your Minutes. So now I have got a task of maintaining time also. Okay, so let's go with the topic Master Your Minutes, time management for student success. Okay, just look at this. This is a newspaper. When it comes early morning, the price of the newspaper is maybe around 650 or 7 rupees per paper. But by the time it reaches evening, it has no value. So the moment it is given, that means when it is given at the right time, it has got value. If it is crossing the time, you are going to miss the value of that. So that is why time management is so important. As the previous introducers and all, they mentioned what is the importance. So absolutely essential thing what you are supposed to do is you should know how to manage the time. Okay, so although we talk very casually, you have to manage time, it is not that easy. But over a period of time, if you start practicing, you can definitely manage it. These are some of the questions which I received from Dr. Ramya Madam. Okay, so when you registered, possible ways to study more after lecture hours, manage time along with college stress, tackle big goals, stress and time management, better time and stress, not able to follow the plan. Frequently asked by most of the students, okay, how to manage time, and especially with respect to the study time and the stress management. So I'll just go through what is supposed to be done. Okay, so most of the time, all the students, they always have this problem. I have wasted so many days doing nothing. Now I don't know where to start. So they accumulate everything, and suddenly they realize they have come to the end of the term or end of the year where they are supposed to take the exams. The time properly. So we are going to end this. This is a common question most of the students are facing. And this is a very common sin. Okay, so most of the time I use this slide. Okay, so everybody thinks that studying medicine is fun, but it is not that fun. It is definitely a more toughest job among all the professions. Medical professions is more toughest one. So I'll be moving ahead with these topics. One is the need for time management as an healthcare professional, how important it is. Next is what it is. That means what the time management, and can we really manage time? Identify and to clear the obstacles. Number four is what are the measures or the appropriate things which can be used to manage the time. And last one is a brief about the SWOT analysis. Okay, so which can be considered, okay, how best can we utilize this time management schedule. Okay, so they have given me the brief introduction. I am the professor of pharmacology. Okay, so you have to conquer the time. It is not that just simply telling that time management. By the time we finish, now I am already 55, 56. Even now I feel that I should have done that long back. Okay, so that feeling what we have not done is always haunting most of the people. So it is always better you do what is supposed to be done at the right time so that you don't repent in the end. So number one, need for time management. You can look at the picture. So what is this picture tells? Okay, this is a picture where a cricketer, okay, is trying to avoid the bouncer bowled by a bowler. Okay, so you can see how quickly he is responding. So the timing of jumping, everything is important. If he doesn't jump on time, he will have head injury or any of the injuries of the body. So it is really necessary for any person to properly manage the time. So as an healthcare professional, it is definitely important. Now let's look at what the duties and responsibilities of a doctor once you become a healthcare professional. It is not just one job a medical doctor is doing. He is always doing multitasking. So multitasking in the sense he will be involved in diagnosis and treatment where for record keeping, he should collaborate with multiple departments. You should continuously keep learning of any new information. You should take some informed decision and educate the patient about how to take the decisions for any particular treatment. In case of emergency, he has to run to emergency department. He is a leader of the healthcare team where he has to take care of multiple people who are involved in the healthcare professional. Health promotion to implement any policies that promote public health. These are some of the core duties and responsibilities of a doctor. Okay, so once you become a doctor, these are the things which you are supposed to. So is it possible for any doctor, any individual to address all these issues managing the time? So that is where you are supposed to learn now only. So this is what happens when there are multitasking and you are not able to cope up. You end up like this. But what we are expecting as an healthcare profession, most of the students, the budding doctors, is we want the more passionate, that is continuously involved, bubbly discussions with the patients so that they are not fatigued. So if you maintain the time properly, you are able to achieve this. Okay, so this is what is expected. Now, as a student, what is that you are going to do? You have got only two things. One is the curricular activity. Another one is the extracurricular activity. Other than this, you don't have any responsibility. You don't have responsibility of paying fee or looking after the family. Nothing you have got. So your only thing is study, get involved in all the activities, whatever is happening in the college, and that's how you start developing plenty of interpersonal skills. Okay, so which help in the better to become a better doctor. So it is not just that you only study here. You should also get involved in the extracurricular activity, co-curricular, extracurricular, all the activities. So student should start developing all the time management right from now itself. Okay, just to kickstart. Okay, so if you look at the 24-hour cycle, normally we sleep for 6 to 8 hours, and college is for 7 hours. If you take it 59 to 4 or 8 to 5, okay, so 7 hours of college is there. Okay, domestic activity 2 hours and other activity 2 hours. So your study period is just 5 hours. So you should know how to manage this. Sleeping for 10 hours or sleeping just for 2 hours and missing the college hours, not studying. All these are all the abnormal practice of a student. So you should start learning how to implement this. So you cannot just keep on thinking because many times what happens is most of the students waste time in planning only without implementing. So planning and implementing both are important. It is not just the planning. So you should know when to get up, which is ideal time to study, which is ideal time to sleep. All those things has to be clearly known to you so that you can apply very easily. This is the common scene where you can find in any medical student room. All the walls will be filled with all the charts, so that whenever they see that, they are going to remember it. So you have to kickstart now how to do it. So start now, not tomorrow. So as early as possible, you have to start preparing or planning what you are supposed to do. So you should prepare a list. How you are going to prepare a list? I'll show how to, what is the method you are going to adopt here. So this is just a quote which I want to highlight here. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. So what you are going to adopt, what you are going to practice now, that will be useful when you become a full-fledged doctor. But now you have to adopt this time management. If you start following now only, once you become a doctor, it becomes more easy. So it becomes more smoother functioning of your activities. Let's move on to the next topic, that is what is time management and can we really manage time? Can we really manage time? So everybody has got this problem. So really can we manage it? Because we can't stop the clock. It is always ticking. So
Hello, sir.
Sir, you are not audible.
Manjunath, sir. Shall I call sir, ma'am? Students, in the meantime, when sir joins, kindly put your questions for sir in the chat box. We'll discuss at the end of the session. Okay, sir will join shortly.
Yes, sir, I'll call. We'll wait for a few minutes, sir.
Okay.
Sir has some technical issues. He will join within few minutes. Thank you. As Dr. Karthik sir has mentioned, please post your queries in the question and answer. We will deal in the last of the session.
Yeah, sorry for that technical issue.
No problem, sir. We will continue. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what is this actually time management? Time management, it is a conscious control over the amount of time spent on specific activity. So you should know on what activities you are going to spend, and it should be very conscious. If you are doing that, then your time management will be adequate. So what exactly is time management is? What do I do? When do I do it? How well do I do it? So if you can adopt this, your time management will be sufficient and you can have a better quality of life as far as the time management is concerned. Now let us look at why there is a problem, or what are the things which can lead to a poor time management. If your planning is poor and disorganized, that is especially a study schedule, you end up in having a backlog of lectures and assignments that can lead to last minute cramming start getting accumulated, and this can lead to eye stress, anxiety, and sleep deprivation. This leads to poor concentration and learning efficiency. Finally, loss of motivation and increased procrastination, even worse planning and time use. So, if you are not planning the time properly, if you don't manage time properly, you are going to end with this poor management. And these are the different areas where you are more prone to do it. So you have to plan properly and organize, then only your activities can be properly scheduled. So what is the problem now? In the end, you start developing an unprofessional behavior either in your hostel or in your classroom, and you do not have a proper care of yourself. And if you are a doctor, okay, poor treating and poor quality communication with the patient, so which will again end up in your stress, poor management of the patient. So that's the reason you should always have a proper schedule and how you are going to adopt it. Now, coming to what are the reasons for poor management? As an healthcare professional, how important it is. So, there are multiple reasons. I'll just list out what are those reasons. Okay, so reasons for poor time management is number one, academic overload, syllabus and continuous assessments will be there for the students. Multiple subjects, every year, three subjects, okay, which are very voluminous. And along with that, in second year, third year, you also have got posting simultaneously, more frequent examinations, seminars, case presentation. This is your academic overload. Then the second thing is lack of planning skills. Okay, so there is no daily or weekly study schedule what you are going to have. Poor prioritization of tasks. What is supposed to be done is very poor. Underestimating time needed for preparation. So everybody thinks that tomorrow I will do, tomorrow I will do. Finally end up in accumulating in the last minute of the exams. Then number three, procrastination. This is most common thing is let's do tomorrow, let's do tomorrow. So delaying study or assignments due to fear or boredom should not happen. Preference for leisure or distractions, especially social media, chatting, etc. So these are the reasons why procrastination is more the troublesome for all the students. Then, of course, ineffective study techniques, spending too much time on less important topics or what is not required, and rereading instead of the method what we call it as active recall methods which can be adopted. Then number five, stress and fatigue. Okay, long college hours, so from 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, and people who are on interns, they have got night duties, poor sleep, irregular meals reduces concentration. So this is also one of the reason. Perfectionism, always we try to go for perfectionism and spend excessive time trying to make there are other things apart from what you are supposed to do. Seventh one is a lack of motivation or burnout. Okay, emotional exhaustion from heavy workload. It is always there. So we get demotivated because of the emotional exhaustion. And last is poor work-life balance. Okay, so once you become a doctor, this is one of most of the healthcare professionals will be facing. Okay, so work and life balance has to be equal. So if you are not able to balance it, okay, right now difficult in balancing academics, personal life, extracurricular. So you are going to end up with poor time management. These are some of the reasons which have been identified as the cause for poor time management. And remember, poor academic performance is always attributed to lack of time. Okay, so if you have got sufficient time, if you are planning correctly, your academic performance improves. So every time we have got the thing issue that we keep postponing, tomorrow we'll read, afterwards we'll read, now we'll go. Those excuses we make, and in the end, the academic performance will be poor, because in the end, you accumulate all the study material which is supposed to be completed. And remember, another thing is time is inelastic, not renewable, and cannot be accumulated or increased. So it is limited. So many times most of the time we always feel that we have got sufficient time, we can do this, we can do this, but it is not that. Okay, so whatever the time is there, consciously utilize the time, and what is supposed to be done at what time, what age, you have to compulsorily do it. How to manage now? Now, can we conquer procrastination with focused effort? So managing the time is also important. So you identified what are the barriers, what is the problem, what you are facing now. Now, how are you going to manage? So let's look at how to manage this. So remember, we should always work smarter, not harder. Create a realistic schedule. Okay, always the realistic schedule is important. I'm going to finish biochemistry 50 pages today. It is unrealistic. I'll finish by the carbohydrate metabolism today. So that is realistic. So you should always create a realistic schedule so that the chances of completion will be 100%. That is how you have to create a realistic schedule. So how do you create this? Number one, simplify and break down. So whatever the things what you're supposed to do for that particular day, you should simplify and break it down. So how to break down? So always see that you start small topics and gradually build over time. So start small. Always begin with small and gradually build over time. So gradually you can increase and you can improvise. That is the one method. The other method, there is something called as eat the frog method. Eat the frog method means where you are going to identify your frog, which is the toughest task of the day. So always we should see that the toughest task is first eaten. So once you finish the toughest task, the remaining automatically comes down. So that is the method called as eat the frog method. Third one is how to break down is we have to follow what is called as a Eisenhower matrix. So what is this Eisenhower matrix? This is 2 into 2. On non-important. If you look at this important and urgent, so do immediately. Important, not urgent, schedule it when to do it. Not important, urgent. Not important, but urgent. In the last one, not important, not urgent, you eliminate. Okay, because it is not important, not urgent, you are going to eliminate it. So where do whichever is important and urgent, you attend to it. Suppose if there is an internal assessment, you have to attend to internal assessment. Suppose assignment is the most important thing, you have to attend. So you have to see that which is more important, accordingly you are going to take the initiative. Number 2, manage time and focus properly. So there is something called as time boxing. Time boxing means suppose you have got pathology, microbiology, pharmacology, 3 subjects are there. You have to follow what is called as time boxing. Okay, between 7 to 8, I am going to read only pathology. 8 to 9, I will be reading only microbiology. So you can have a specific time allotted, that is called as time boxing. So that can be adopted. That is one method of managing time to focus. Next thing is there is something called as Pomodoro technique. Technique. So just like this hourglass, this thing where you can adjust the time. So we get these cubes. So you can place on the table, which gives the time. Okay. If you want, you can set. So normally ideal time is they set it for 25 minutes. Okay, so you are going to work, do whatever study or whatever skill, what you are going to do, work without distraction. 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, again you can start the cycle. This is called as Pomodoro technique. Okay, so this equipment is available online also. You can purchase and you can fix it. So once you start seeing that start button, so automatically at 45 minutes, it is for 5 minutes, you can take rest. Again, you can start reading. So this is called as Pomodoro technique. The another thing which you should always look into is plan in advance. Suppose if you are going for any picnic, if you are going for any marriage, we start planning so many things in advance. Buying saree itself, buying jewelry, or buying dress for any marriage, brother, sister marriage. So we start doing at least 1 month in advance. But when it comes to the academics, we hardly plan anything that I am going to read this. So you just take a book and read it. So always we should see that done. So your planning is very essential. If you plan correctly with focusing, okay, automatically it becomes normalized. And whatever you target or goal for that particular day, it should be smart. We call it as smart objectives. That means I'm going to read this specific topic and which can be measurable, and whether that measurable can be achievable in that 1 hour of pathology or microbiology, and whatever you're going to read is relevant. That means what is necessary for your exams or necessary for your learning procedure, and whether you can finish in that specific time. So this is called as SMART. So if you can follow the SMART objective, you can achieve your goal in time. So that is the way of. Number 3, adjust environment. Okay, and mindset. So what is this adjust environment and mindset is? Always you should try to eliminate the distractions. So distractions are always there because when we were students, we never had a distraction except for the theater, and the other one was the Doordarshan. Okay, once in a week we used to get some regional language songs. Other than that, there was no distraction. But now too many distraction for the students, right from your Facebook, YouTube, Reels, everything is in your just your fingertip. So that is causing more distraction. So you should know when to say no for that. So you should learn that. Next is practice self-compassion. So you should give respect for yourself. Compassion should be there for you. So you should know how much to read, how much to strain your body. Okay, then is focus on starting. So do not postpone. Just I'm going to start today only. Do not tell that from tomorrow I'm going to start. From Monday I'm going to start. Now New Year is coming. From January 1st, we'll have resolution that from January start 1st I'm going to start. That is not the question here. So when you think that you want to do it, immediately you have to do it. Next thing is always visualize the success. If you start visualizing success that yes, I can finish, definitely your mindset will change. Create accountability and motivation. So always you should know there is something called as some things which you like, enjoy. There are something which tasks which usually you avoid, that you don't want to do, but it is supposed to be done. So in such cases, what you do, you have to mix together, okay, pairing things along with that, so that both go together and you are going to finish the task. This is called as temptation bundling. And always see that you get motivated. Whatever you do, you just enjoy that. Yes, I have completed. So reward yourself. So this is how you are going to create the accountability and motivation. And the most important is for any student or any individual is your surroundings. Your surrounding is very important. That is the support system. If your surrounding is not cooperating, not supporting you, it is going to be a mess for you. If one of your friend tells that, yeah, come, we are going to for movie now means, and if you are not able to tell no, then you are gone. So this has to be always kept in mind. So build your support system very strong. So have a study group, collaborate and offer each other academic and emotional support. So through the study group, you can just share your thoughts, share your information. And the next thing is family and friends, maintain a connection. Okay, so with your loved ones, and not only here, even from outside the institution also. Then most important is your mentorship. So whenever you feel exhausted, you are not able to cope up with the study, always take help of your mentor, because now it is more advantage of having a mentor. Mentor need not be just always a teacher. You can have your peer mentor. Okay, take help of your senior. Okay, near mentor, or who is really strong enough, who can guide you in a proper direction. And last one is professional help, where you can meet the teachers, take help of the counseling center or even academic support services. So you should always go in a team, learn in a team, so that you can be a better healthcare professional. Next is about studying smarter and not just longer. So again, so people keep studying in the corridor, they keep holding the book from one end to other, they keep reading under the tree, they keep reading. Okay, so especially in the professional institutions, I suggest people should start reading in a group, or you have to start discussing in a group, because many things what you are not able to understand in the class, you can understand through your peers. Peer learning is more appropriate, where you can learn the smallest things which you are not able to understand in the class. So study smarter, not just longer. So how to do this? Number one, always go for active recall. Okay, test yourself. Okay, so you read one chapter, start testing, start thinking whether I am able to recall or not. Instead of that, again, don't open the same book and start reading. Because even now, I still remember I have got my undergraduate textbooks where my first 50, 100 pages are worn out, and the last 50 to 100 pages are worn out. In the middle pages, they are still fresh. That means we start getting bored of reading the same topic. So the moment you finish that, go to the next chapter. Don't keep rereading. So try some test. Don't always wait for the teachers to announce a test. You can have your own test. Next, there is something called a spaced repetition. Okay, so review topics at increasing intervals to solidify the memory. So how to do this? Okay, so you receive some information, micro-learning content, step one. Okay, then you start doing a recall, then again repeat it. Now, once you repeat it, you are going to retain it. This is called as spaced repetition, which can be adopted for your better retention of whatever you are studying. Because most of the students started asking, so how to retain whatever you are going to study. So we just found some important information. Next thing is the 360 degree. So you have got a very limited time of your classes, that is 7 hours. Now in that 7 hours, whatever is taught in the class, that has to be now mixed with your YouTube videos, your textbooks, by teaching others, different total, we call it as a 360 degree learning. So whatever the method is there, you are going to learn. One is from the class, next is self-studying, from the friends, from the internet media. So wherever possible, you are going to study. So this is called as 360 degree. Okay, do not try to just listen to only lectures or only keep on reading. It is not possible. You can learn more when you start explaining to others. Okay, now for example, simple example, there are so many things which I was not aware as far as time management is concerned. I should thank Ramya madam for giving the opportunity, because so many new terms I'm able to learn. And now, because whenever we start teaching, two people learn here. I have also learned, and I'm going to make you also learn about this issue. So you start teaching others, find people when you go for a coffee, when you go for a snack. So talk to them when you're eating food, you can start discussing. That's how you can save some amount of time where you want to study. Next thing is, this is they called as the mind mapping. So you can start learning about this. Okay, some of your faculty members will be expert in that this thing, mind mapping. So you can start doing this mind mapping, and if you start doing this mind mapping, it becomes easy for you to retain because it always contains plenty of your pictures, and it is a concise one, full complete thing. For example, if I tell bronchial asthma, what is bronchial asthma? What are the receptors? What are the drugs? What are the targets? What are different classes? So everything can be in just one chart. You can make it. That is the advantage of having this mind mapping. Next thing is always see that you review lecture notes the same day to prevent new information from piling up. Okay, start today only. Okay, so whatever is done for that particular day. See, Adley, if you look at the second day subjects, morning you have got the postings. So whatever you are going to study, most of the things you don't study afterwards, the posting one. So you got only 2 theory classes and 1 practical class. Practical class, most of the things are discussed there only. So what is that we are supposed to read now? The 2 theory class part. 2 theory class part, 2 hours. So whatever the content is there, I think you can easily finish it off. And then you can start doing whatever the assignments, whatever is given. So you should not pile up. And what are the important information there? You do paste a sticker on your page so that when you revise it, it becomes very easier. So this is another thing that was the mind mapping. This is called as concept mapping, where you start drawing the flow chart. So you can just draw this and put it on your wall. And whenever you are free, whenever you are sitting, relaxing, you can just look at the wall. So what is this? Or somebody comes to your room, you'll also get some idea what is this. So by looking at, because the brain has got the capacity to capture the images more than the content. Okay, so we can capture the images. So that is the reason always flow charts and images always start more attractive for any individual. Okay, the left brain and right brain, this is one which is normally right hand person, left brain is functioning. Okay, so the right brain is one which is doing all these activities. That's why we always tell activate your right brain also, don't activate only left brain, because right brain is also more important for your thinking. Now, you have to understand this. What is the best? The medical students, what I've seen is they start studying in the night. That too in the late night. They start at around 10, 10:30. Okay, and they read even till morning and then come to the class and sleep in the class. That should not happen. So what is that you are supposed to do? The most ideal time, best time is morning 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, now with this climate, I think even that is also not possible. So you have to identify what is the best time, okay, which suits you. Okay, this is the general statement what is given from the literature. But if it is good for you in the night study, you can adopt the night time itself. So you should know when to study, because the whatever you are going to study, it has to be retained. And what you study, don't think that if you sleep, you are going to forget it. Okay, many people think that tomorrow I got exam, whole night I study, morning I come to exam hall. In the exam hall, we have seen many students sleeping on the examination table. Okay, that is not the ideal thing. So why it is important? Because whatever you study in the night, okay, when you start sleeping, it undergoes what is called as a consolidation. Your brain is still active when you are sleeping, and once you start waking up, okay, so you are going to recall whatever the memory what is stored. So this consolidation occurs especially between 2 to 4, that is early morning. That is 1 to 4. There are some people tell, okay, that is the time where you have got maximum phase 3 NREM sleep. So during that period, the consolidation of whatever you have learned, it is being stored there, because that is the time where you get this theta waves of the EEG. So theta waves during that period, all your whatever the information what you collected start consolidating, and it is going to come out. You need not worry that I am going to, if I sleep, I am going to forget it. It is not possible. But if you don't sleep it, consolidation do not take place. You are not able to recall that even. You have read, but you cannot recall it. So always you should see that you are going to sleep. That is the reason most of the time that 1 to 4 is the most dangerous period. Most accidents occur during that time, because that is the period where you are tending to go into deep sleep. And along with this, plenty of things happen. Late night eating behavior starts changing. Your health starts getting upset because your acid starts secreting in the night, and you start eating more. plan in such a way that even now I sleep at 9:30, that is my standard time, but I get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Okay, so this I am following almost more than 30 years, that I sleep by 9:30. Many of my neighbors ask, is your to my wife, that is your husband really doctor? Because no doctor sleeps at 9:30, 9 o'clock, but you are sleeping at 9 o'clock. So that means I maintain certain schedule which I am able to follow and I am able to complete. So that has to be followed. And whatever you do, because you are the greatest asset. Okay, somebody is dependent on you, somebody is having some lot of hopes. Okay, so you are the greatest asset, so you have to take care of yourself. So you have to have a proper plan, protect your well-being, a good mental health, good physical health, have some music, have some dance, wherever you want to go. But whatever you do, it should be in that specific period of time, whatever has been allotted. Okay, do not extend those activities. And it is not about just planning. And what is that you are supposed to do is regularly, every week or once in 15 days, you have to review. You are supposed to become a lion, but if you look at the mirror, you are still a cat. That means you have not followed the time schedule what you have mentioned. So you should know what is done, what is supposed to be done has not been. Okay, so you have to reflect where I went wrong, why I could not complete. And once you start reflecting, so in the next cycle, you are not going to repeat same thing. So at least at one day, you feel that, yes, I have accomplished. So you should always review and reflect on a regular basis, whether I have completed my task for that particular week. And you should always celebrate small wins. Okay, so you should know that how difficult it was for you to complete this. And if somebody has helped you in making this, try to acknowledge them, reward them, whatever is because of you, I was able to complete this. Okay, so there is one method. Still, if you want to reduce voluminous reading, there is something called as jigsaw method. I think you can ask your teachers; they will tell you what is this jigsaw method. So in that method, it is very easy. Big content can be finished in a small period of time, which is very easy for you whenever there is a bigger topics to be covered. So always celebrate small wins. So coming to the last point, this is the SWOT analysis. Okay, so you should know what are the strengths, what are the weakness, what are the opportunities, what are the threats. So you should need to overcome this. So if you look at the strengths, there is high motivation because most of you want to succeed. You have got a structured academic schedule, very specific given by the NMC. There are planning tools where you can plan the timetable. There are apps, softwares which are there where you can plan. And you are human being, you are adaptable to sudden changes. You can quickly adapt. You have got a very strong peer support. If you have got a good peer support, you can achieve this. And group learning, definitely as a medical student, it is having a bigger plus point. These are some of the strengths. And if you look at the weakness, prioritization is very much essential. Okay. Next is procrastination. I've got too much work. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. That is one of the weakness. Multitasking. The moment you get extra task, you are going to reduce the efficiency. Inconsistent routine. What is not supposed to be done, you start getting involved in it. Difficulty in balancing academics and personal life. These are the weakness. Okay, so you know what is the strength, what is it, but still there are opportunities to improve. What are the opportunities? You can adopt digital planning. Actively start attending some workshop where you can learn the soft skills, productivity skills, and there are plenty of online platforms where you can start learning. Much simpler methods are there. Instead of there are 10-minute lectures are there, 5-minute lectures are there, some skills which can be learned. So these opportunities are more for you, and there are definitely threats also. Burnout is more, stress is more. So that is why the stress management, time management is very important for a medical student. Information overload, definitely that is a threat for any medical student. So many subjects, short time, so much huge content. So information is overloaded. And again, it is not limited to textbook. Apart from textbook also, you have to know plenty of things. Social media distraction is one of the biggest threat. And the sudden academic demand, suddenly they'll tell spot test, suddenly they'll tell part completion test. So sudden academic demands also can be a threat for, you see, and lack of time management training. So now I think it should not be a threat now, time management training. So I think given sufficient techniques which can be adopted. So if you are able to adopt most of the things, you are definitely, you can overcome the problem of this time management. Okay, just to conclude, okay, by proactively managing your time, you take control of your success. Okay, this is not about perfection, it is building about a sustainable habit. So, what you are going to do start now, it should be a sustainable habit, it should be a naturalization in your habit. And the last one is whatever the time you have got, invest them wisely. Okay, do not waste a single time, because time wasted is time gone, is will never come back. Okay, so you should not repent afterwards. Sir, you should have told before only. Madam, you should have told before only. So do not repent afterwards. Invest the time appropriately. And lastly, question and answer time. So these are some of the. I think most of the things I have answered. Still, if there are any questions, I am ready to take up this thing. And just to finish this, this is what happens. A medical student in the examiner, and this is how we enjoy what your status is. Okay, thank you. Let me thank first the management, the academic council, student council, opportunity, and Dr. Karthik being the chairperson, sharing the session.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have a couple of questions, sir.
Yeah.
Hello?
Ah.
Would you like to take it, sir? You have time, sir?
Yeah, no issue, take it.
So, first, thank you, sir, very much for your insightful session. So, first question is, what are the common time management mistake we make as a student, and how can we overcome them?
I think most of the things I have already told. What are the common mistake? That cycle only, vicious cycle only I told. Common mistake is we spend most of the time in only planning rather than executing. So we should know how much time I got in the particular day. Accordingly, we can just plan. If I got only 4 hours, in that 4 hours, what best I can do, I should know. And just investing too much time in only one thing whichever I am interested is not the question. What is the toughest task that has to be finished first? Then gradually you have to go. Suppose there is an internal assessment is there, or assignments are there, seminars are there. If all three are there, I give more preference for internal assessment. Next, I will start thinking of seminar. Then I will start thinking of assignments. So you should know prioritization, which one has to be done.
Then we have one more question on time management technique. Do students trust, and how they waste their time?
How they waste their time. Most of the time they waste is on the social media. Okay, because most of the colleges got the hostels inside the campus only. There is no traveling also, unlike the +2 or the school student. So within the campus, I think time management should not be an issue. They have got sufficient time. Only thing is where they are going to invest that time. So just see what happens is now most of the people are more interested in the social media, the Instagram. Okay, so what my friends have posted, I have posted something. How many of them have commented? How many of them have liked this? So all these are the one of the issues. So you should know when to take this. Is it the right time you open your mobile, and in the morning if you start seeing Instagram and this thing, that is a crucial time where your brain is very fresh. That is not the time. When do you take up this Instagram thing? Afternoon, lunchtime, when you are free, when you're feeling sleepy, take that, see that, and you relax it. So you should know when to use this. Whenever you are not interested or some boredom is there, I think that is the right time to take up this. Mainly social media for the students.
Sir, there is a question on procrastination. You told right about procrastination. They want to know how to overcome that.
I have mentioned so many things about how to overcome that. Procrastination is postponing. So it is, everything is in a student hand only. So if I am postponing means it is in my hand only. So I should decide I'm not going to postpone it. I have to take a firm decision. I'm not going to postpone it. So one of the most common problem of procrastination, your peer is one person who always disturbs you to postpone it. So always learn to say no. Come, we go for lunch means no, I have got the task to be completed. So complete the task. Okay, so you also give him some tasks so that he finishes and you can go for a week. Whatever you have learned that can be taken.
Sir, there is a question on how to prevent guilt, self-pressure, and comparison when you are not able to study on an exhausting day.
I think this is not time management, I feel. Okay, this is, I think they
Stress
require
management.
stress management. Okay, so guilt, all those things, I think you definitely feel. I told you, I gave that thing. Just before exam, you feel that, yes, I should have studied. That guilt is always there. So, ideal is the moment you complete your first MBBS result, once your results are out, the day one itself, you have to start. So if you start on a daily basis, now see, for example, madam gave me this. So in the background, this thing is running. What to do? How to do all this thing? It is not a one-day business. So planning has to be done and it has to be executed properly. Otherwise, it's not possible.
Sir, they want to know how to avoid getting distracted by their phones during study hours.
Switch it off. Students don't have any emergency duties. Students will not get any emergency calls. Okay, so best is just put it in silent mode, not even vibrator mode, just silent mode, close it. Okay, so that is the best method of doing. And whenever you want to, only by practice, it is not that easy. What I am going to tell is not that easy because we are so much addicted to the mobile phone. Without that, we feel like handicapped only. So it is always better, at least while studying, you put that off, completely silent, not even vibrator, and use that Pomodoro technique. Okay, read for 25 minutes non-stop continuously, and you take a 5 minutes break. In between, you can see whether I have received any call. Okay, students will not get any emergency call. Okay, emergency call is there if parents are calling, and if you are not picking, definitely there will be your roommate, their roommate phone number will be there. They'll call. What has happened? She's not picking call. They will attend to it. Okay, it's not an issue. And otherwise, the student can send a message. I am studying now. Don't disturb. So once your parents are assured that you are studying, okay, automatically you can avoid your student's phone call. Okay, so very common is going out, eating out. Okay, so that is one of the main issue. But actually now, if you look at the after the start of this Zomato, all those things, even that has been reduced. So now there is no need to go out to hotel, wait for the order, spending 2 hours, 3 hours. Now just order this half an hour, 1 hour before you get a food instantly. So that time is also managed. I mean,
So the next question is what is the best method for time management according to you, sir?
best manage time management is first of all time management for studying purpose. Yes, I should know what is my best time of retaining capacity. Okay, so whether I can read in the night or read in the morning, that I should understand. Okay, so I feel always for me early morning reading is better. Okay, late night usually I'm not comfortable. So and whatever time is there, even now. Okay, if you look at my schedule, I get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. By 6:15, 6:20, I take my track pant t-shirt, go for a walking, 1 hour, exact and time. By 7:15, I be at the thing. Half an hour, I get ready by 7:45, 8 o'clock. My breakfast will be ready. I go to college, finish thing, evening, relax time. So everything is fixed. By 9, 9:30, I'm out because I'm not a practitioner. So I don't have any time schedule for the clinic. But if you're a practitioner, definitely you require a time. So because all these students are going to be healthcare professionals, they should know where to invest. Where to invest. Health is very important, especially for the youngsters.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there is a question which is not related to the topic
Okay.
for today. They have asked you what is the difference between pharmacy practice and pharmacology?
Okay.
And which is the best future ideologies for pursuing? He wants to know about career guidance.
Career guidance, okay. Pharmacology, pharmacy practice. Pharmacology is all about the application, clinical application. That is where MBBS people learn about the drugs and they are going to use it on the patient. That is application part. Pharmacy practice is more of a PharmD people where they do PharmD 5-year course or 6-year course and they enter into the hospital where they look into all this pharmacovigilance, drug formulary, the prescription auditing, the especially the what you call the patient protection with respect to drugs. So they are going to look into that. So if somebody can do that, it is a PharmD. So they are totally different branches. PharmD is different and this. Okay. So both are different.
They want to know which is the best, sir.
Best, best is very difficult to tell what is best. First, I should know what is my strength according to my strength. So, if you ask me, I am a pharmacologist, I tell pharmacology is better. If you ask a pharmacy person, you will tell pharmacy practice is better. So, as far as the future is concerned, you should know always we should not just look at the present, we should look at the future. Okay, so you should, as a what the need assessment has to be done. So, how much people are required pharmacology in the future? How much pharmacy practitioner? Now, if you look, if I clearly want to tell, pharmacy this thing has got a better scope in the future. Why I am telling this is pharmacy practice people, they are into hospital. They come into hospital. Especially all this auditing the drug formulary, everything. And the NABH asks for a mandatory pharmacy person. Okay, their pharmacology is only an advisor, but pharmacy practitioner is one who is a secretary for that drug and therapeutic committee. So they have got slightly better. So since even NMC is making the NABH mandatory, so they might get more scope of getting into. But pharmacology now also there are plenty of medical college. So equal opportunities are there even for the pharmacology. Okay, but if you want to be a practitioner, pharmacology with general practice, I think in Tamil Nadu, most of the pharmacologists are most busy practitioners than the physicians. That is what I came to know that. So that is always there.
Thank you, sir. So we'll wind up here, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee, Vinayaga Mission, Thirupaga Vidyagar Medical College, and Student Council, I extend my heartful thanks for Manjunath sir for sharing his valuable time and wisdom with us today. Your insights on planning, prioritizing, executing tasks will definitely help the students, sir, to bring structure in their academic life as well as to achieve excellence. So I should also like to special appreciation for Student Council and coordinating for executing this webinar series successfully and for active participation of all the participants who have participated. I will also like to thank Dr. Ramya ma'am for giving me an opportunity to chair this session. So let us continue learning, managing time better and strive for success. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Ramya, madam. Dr. Ramya?
Ramya there?
I think she is muted.
Okay. Shall we wind up the session?
Yeah. Anyway, I am actually more comfortable with the offline sessions. Okay, so I'm not very comfortable. That's why I don't know whether I've done justice or not, but I'm more comfortable with offline rather than online webinars. Okay.
Yes, sir, it was good, sir. Except for the technical glitch, that session was entirely good with illustrative images. You tried to explain each and everything in an illustrative manner, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderfully comprehensive session. From practical tools like the Pomodoro technique to deeper approaches such as SWOT analysis, you have covered every aspect of time management with such clarity. We especially appreciate how you highlighted the importance of mental health while managing our academic and clinical responsibility. Your talk was truly enriching, and we are grateful for all the wisdom and the strategies you've shared with us. As we come to the end of day 6, I kindly request our chairperson, Dr. V.P. Karthik sir, to felicitate our guest speaker for today, Dr. Manjunath GN sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you can share the certificate to me. I'll just use it.
With utmost
Thank you, sir.
respect, I request our Deputy Dean Ma'am, Dr. Deepthi Shastri Ma'am, to kindly felicitate our chairperson for today, Dr. V.P. Karthik sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karthik, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll wind up. It's all over, Dr. Karthik?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Ramya,
few
ma'am.
questions are there. Few
Ah.
questions. Yes, sir.
Yeah, madam. Tell me, madam.
Yes, sir. Any new questions are there, sir, in the chat?
Yes,
No,
some
ma'am.
extra.
Always there are 7 questions were there, ma'am. I've asked everything to sir, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. That's it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Meet you, right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
It gives me great pleasure to invite Ms. Timila to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Today's international webinar introduction to a experience, and it is my honor to acknowledge all those who made this event a resounding success. First and foremost, I extend a heartfelt appreciation to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Manjunath Sir, Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Sri Siddhartha Medical College and Hospital, Tumkur, Karnataka, for delivering such an illuminating, insightful, and profoundly engaging session. Your scholarly depth, clarity of thought, and generous sharing of knowledge have left an indelible impact on all of us. We are sincerely grateful for your invaluable contribution. I extend our sincere appreciation to the chairperson of this session, Dr. V.P. Karthik sir, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Sri Ramachandra Medical College and Research Institute, Chennai. Sir, your expert moderation and guidance ensured the smooth flow and success of today's proceedings. We are grateful for your time and distinguished presence. Our deepest gratitude goes to our respected Dean Sir, Professor Dr. K. Erilvendan Sir, our Medical Superintendent, Professor Dr. S.R. Rangabhashyam Sir, Deputy Dean, Professor Dr. D.P. Shastri Ma'am, and Director Hospital Development Committee, Professor Dr. E.M.J. Karthikeyan Sir, for their constant support. Your vision, encouragement, and unwavering support form the backbone of every academic endeavor we undertake. A sincere appreciation to Professor Dr. Ramya Ma'am, Faculty Advisor, Student Council, Professor Dr. Gauri Shankar Sir, Professor, Department of Pathology, and Dr. Shantaruban Sir, Student Manager, whose meticulous coordination, dedicating effort have been instrumental in orchestrating today's program seamlessly. A warm acknowledgement to our core committee members for their tireless efforts, attention to detail, and commitment to ensuring the success of this webinar. Your teamwork continues to be our greatest strength. Our gratitude also goes to the technical support team, whose efficiency and expertise ensured a flawless virtual experience. Your work often goes unseen, but its impact is undeniable. And finally, to all our participants, students, attendees who have joined us from various institutions and locations, thank you for your enthusiastic engagement and valuable presence. As the saying goes, learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. Your participation truly made this event meaningful. In conclusion, thank you once again to each and every one of you for your unwavering support and active participation.
As we prepare to close today's proceedings, I'm pleased to introduce the next chapter of our international webinar series. On 13th December, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., we are excited to host an enlightening session titled The Silent Disruptor: How Substance Abuse Affects Young Mind. Our esteemed speaker for the upcoming day will be Dr. Mary C. D'Souza, Professor and Head, Department of Psychiatry, Institute of Psychiatry and Human Behavior, Bambolim, Goa. We look forward to your enthusiastic participation as we continue our journey of learning and reflection. Thank you all for your gracious participation.